What's up, guys, and welcome back to Far West. Today I have yet another build video. As you guys saw by the title, it's the Gold Hoarder. This is basically just a way to maximize getting gold in Far West. But before we get into the video, I have to say thank you for showing so much support over on the last build video I did, the Infinite Joker build, which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen that, you guys should go check it out. It's an insane build. Anyway, let's get started here with showing you what you're going to need for this. So I'm going to be bringing in the shotgun and the bow. The primary and secondary doesn't really matter. It's kind of just up to you. Anyway, let's start off with the shotgun here. I have 9 gold teeth on. You can have up to 10. I have 9 just because I don't have the Joker slots available, but I also bring in Overblast just to do a little bit more damage. But you want to bring in, you could even bring in 7. That'll give you like a 70% chance of getting gold upon death. I bring in 9, and it's basically every single enemy. The bow, same thing. I bring in 9 gold teeth, and then I also have Ultra Draw on there. Again, these upgrades up here don't really matter. As long as you have at least 7 on your weapon, you're going to be good. That's it for the weapons. So now we head over to our character. The permanent jokers we're going to have on our character is Gold Prospector. That's really the only thing you need for this build. You really only need Gold Prospector. It ups your gold that you get at the end of the mission by 20%. The rest don't really matter, but I'm going to show you guys what I usually bring in. I usually bring in Soul Reaper to get more souls. Again, increases it by 20% at the end of the mission. I bring in a utility care package, Soul Siphon, Speedy Gonzalez, and Second Wind. But really all you're gonna need is that Gold Prospector. Anyway, going into the missions, I usually go on very hard to get a plus 35% gold increase, but you could also go on nightmare mode to get a plus 50. It's just gonna be a little bit harder unless you're running it with friends, but if you are doing it solo like I am, I usually do very hard and I can get about 2,000 in a match. The best place that I found to do it, you can do jungle. There's a good amount of gold there, but the best place for me, at least that I found, is Canyon. And the reason for that is there's gold deposits on the map, obviously. I found quite a few, but then there's also the secret that you can do in that map that gives you quite a bit of gold if you get the secret done. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do the secret. It's actually very, very easy. If you guys already know how to do it, you're good. But just in case you don't know where you need to go, I'm going to show you guys what you need to do for it. Also, something I completely left out. I know I said that you could bring in 9, even 10. Something that I wanted to add to this is the ammo supply. Now, I don't know, how many of these can you have equipped at once? You can have 2 of them equipped at once. Unfortunately, with the amount of jokers I have, to get guaranteed drops, you have to have 10 of these. So that would only leave me with 1 left, so I put Swift Shot on. Add that, and then I guess, you know, you can just kind of add whatever. The rest of these are useless. You're not going to be using everything for the bow, unless, you know, you want to bring a party shot or something like that. But there you go. That is what I was going to go with for the build. So 10 on both weapons, ammo supply, and then whatever you want here, depending on what your weapon loadout is. But anyway, let's get into the run. Alrighty, so I'm actually at the first location here. I did just spawn in the storm. That's why I'm already at 52 gold. But anyway, the first place you're going to want to go to on the map, on Canyon, is right where I am here on the west side. You're going to have to do a little bit of a mini game, which is just target practice. It should be pretty easy to do. If you're bringing in a shotgun and say Sheriff Stars, it might be a little bit more difficult. You might use a little bit more ammo, but it is a very, very easy mini game objective type thing to do. And there we go. That's our first medallion right there. Alrighty, the second place you're gonna need to go is right here. And I mean, I guess you could do this in any order, but this is just depending on where you spawn. Like for me, I spawned on the west side of the map, so I decided to get the west one done first. Then you're gonna need to go here. It just kind of depends on where you spawn on the map here and which order you're gonna do this. But the second one for me is gonna be up here in the northern part of the map. It's quite simple. Get dynamite, throw it at the wall, get another one. You're just gonna keep doing this until you get all the way to the medallion. And there we go. There's our second medallion. Alrighty, and for the eastern side of the map, you're gonna wanna go right here where I am on the map. This one's also pretty simple. Just grab a shovel, and you gotta dig in these spots. And there he is, Sweaty's medallion. Bam! There we go. That's 3 of 4. And then the last one is actually really close to this. Anyway, if you stand right here on the map, just right off the trail, or right off the rail, rather, you'll find your last medallion, which is the Sheriff's medallion. There's also a little note here that you can read. But you're gonna insert all of the medallions. Oh, there's guys here. I'm gonna throw that down. It'll open up this room. You get a free pick Joker, and you get the Elder Pickaxe, which just destroys these things. And as you can see, you get a bunch of gold for doing this. And it's super, super easy to do. Every time I load up Canyon, I do this. Even if I'm not rocking the Gold Hoarder build, I still do this every single time, because it doesn't hurt to. Plus, you get a free Joker, so you might as well do it. And now, after doing that, you're free to just explore the map, get side objectives done, whatever you need to do, or want to do, before you extract. But after you call the train, don't immediately extract. You can actually stick around because it's an infinite wave after you beat the boss, and you can just stay and farm as much gold as you want. All right, but I think it's time. Oh, whoa, hold on. I think it's time for the boss now. I can't remember what boss this is. Might be a vulture. No, it's another necromancer. Okay. And there we go. Boss is dead. Pick up our fragment. Bunch of gold as well. And now, we can just go to the extraction, call in the train, and just wait there forever. Or at least until resources die out. Alright, now that we're here, we have a few utilities here. I would suggest bringing in the bottles, because I just thought of something that we could also bring in that I forgot to mention at the start of the video for the build that would make this even better. You see right here? Even though these guys are mainly getting the kills, I'm also getting ammo drops. And then with Soul Siphon and Hit Me, I'm getting some HP back as well. Hit Me obviously is only going to work when we get hit, and it's only going to heal for 10 HP, but it's still something to have. And what's kind of nice is now we can just kind of lock down an area, grab this ammo kind of just whenever we need it. Now, something that would definitely help is if we had, this again is not specific to the build, but just with the spells I'm running. If I was level 50 with the cactus, it would help to have the cooldown mastery as well, or the cactus mastery, so we get a 10% cooldown. Okay, this really isn't important to the video or anything like that. I just thought it was hilarious how I just picked up a machine gun card, and I just think it's crazy how fast my shotgun shoots because I've dealt so much damage in this match. The shotgun becomes basically an SMG, but on steroids. I'm gonna reload here, get all 14 shots, and yeah. It's so crazy. Anyway, I was gonna get to 3,000 and then extract. Got to 3K. Now we'll extract. I was just sitting there chilling, sipping on my coffee, just having a great time. But there you go. That is the Gold Hoarder build. But anyway, there you guys go. There's the Gold Hoarder build. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Also, consider subscribing. Trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. A big thank you again to all the support on the Infinite Joker build. That was so cool to wake up to see and to have like 2,000 views, and then throughout the day go up to 4,000 views. Thank you guys so much. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. But until then, peace out.